Amidst the grim chaos as the dance of darkness swept across Teleria, a fae by the name of Loki came into the world. It was a time of dread. The earth trembled while hordes of demons and monstrous creatures were unleashed upon the lands of Teleria. Loki was one of the mystic in-betweens, a human, yet immortal, brimming with divine magic. Godlike. And unlike the mortals who fell into despair and terror, Loki merely smiled. The chaos beasts and terrifying creatures that broke the spirit of so many filled him with nothing but pure delight, and fueled his boundless imagination. "What a magnificent theater," Loki whispered, watching a grotesque demon trample through a tiny village. "This world shall never bore me." But then, as suddenly as it began, the dance of darkness ended. The creatures vanished, the darkness receded, and a deep silence fell over the land. Loki was disappointed. "What a waste," he sighed. Without chaos, the world seemed dull and empty to him, and so he decided to roam the earth, discovering new peoples, new lands, new beasts, and flora, seeking amusement wherever he could find it. Yet whenever the world no longer entertained him enough, Loki took matters into his own hands. With a mischievous grin, he would transform into men, into beasts, even into other fae. He led travelers astray, tore families apart with deception, and drove entire cities mad, impersonating relatives and friends. A little prank here, a touch of confusion there, and life becomes worth living again, he would laugh to himself. For many years, Loki was content with his solitary existence. Mortals claimed to be free, but Loki saw the chains that bound them. "Freedom," he mocked. "You are chained to lords, to lands, to families. You are slaves without even knowing it." He, and he alone, lived without constraint. But then came the great sundering. The clash between the firstborn shook the world to its core. Blood drenched the soil, and not even Loki found joy in the spectacle. For the first time, he realized how destructive the creators of Teleria, Cyroth and Lumaya, could truly be. They wield the power to create life, and to annihilate it, he whispered, and they squander it in childish wars. From that moment on, Loki's heart turned against the gods. "Petty fools," he hissed, "rule-bound fools. They destroy what they themselves have crafted, simply because they can never be satisfied." Yet Loki knew he could not challenge them openly, so he began to plot. In the Great Wars, he disguised himself as a commander, giving false orders. He switched sides mid-battle, fanning the flames of chaos. With charm and cunning, he sowed betrayal among lords and warriors alike, and relished every moment as they tore each other apart. "The gods must fall," he vowed. He considered opening the portals to Anathrad, the infernal realm of the demon spawn, but shook his head. That would only serve Cyroth. Far too simple. Even releasing Hellblade, the mighty dragon, would not be enough to draw the gods into action. Frustrated, Loki retreated into the solitude of the Red Spike Mountains, seeking a plan worthy of his ambition. To his surprise, he found others there, ancient and wise fae, who had settled in a hidden city called Asgard. And for the first time, Loki listened, especially to Freya, a seer of futures. She fascinated him with her visions, though they never truly connected. "Predictability kills the joy," Loki mused. "Life is richest when it defies all expectation." He also found an unlikely friend in Thor, a stoic, powerful fae with a mighty build. They were as different as day and night, and perhaps because of that, their bond was strong. "Who would have thought I'd befriend someone so humorless?" Loki grinned. "But an adventure is an adventure." For a time, Loki almost forgot his vow to overthrow the gods, until he met Odin, leader of the Fae. Odin spoke of the water of life, the source of all existence, frozen long ago during the battles of Hellfire, locked away by Lumaya to keep it out of Cyroth's grasp. What would happen if the water thawed? Loki asked. Odin eyed him with suspicion, giving no answer. Could it force the gods to act? Loki whispered to himself. And then, Loki's plan truly took shape. If he could free the Fire Knight and collaborate with the Painsmiths, perhaps they could generate enough heat to melt the frozen source of life itself. The gods would be forced to return. And then, Loki thought with a wicked grin, he would have his chance to destroy them. This will be my ultimate coup, thought Loki gleefully. Without a single farewell, Loki left Asgard, filled with fiery determination and boundless excitement. But as he disappeared into the shadows, he could feel Freya's watchful eyes following him. He had no idea it would take centuries for his plan to come to fruition, but the preparations had begun, and Loki would not rest until the gods fell. Which tales from Teleria do you want to hear next? Just let me know in the comments. And if you like the stories, I would be very happy about a like or a subscription. That way you support me and this channel.